Anime is a genre that extends itself into the realms of tragedies, epic heroism, and satire, like most other classical narratives. However, others shy away from the genre due to the big noise and images that are famous or infamous to this genre. Often, many will fail to find the great narratives or shows that they may discover. I understand that there are different types of watchers that come their way into anime. Many treat anime in the usual standards of cartoons, and others may hold anime into the same pedigree as the television show or drama. However, unlike most other forms of media, anime narratives don't translate very well to the general audience. Animes, unlike consumer-based peer computer-reviewed shows or films, works such as Michael Bay's Transformers, the recent Assassin's Creed, or even Emoji Movie, are films that will reach a broad audience for nothing more than being trendy. Not to say that anime doesn't have its own black sheep, but in my opinion, anime hasn't hit its full potential. Anime is still growing as a genre and still hasn't hit the scale where it will be recognized by the masses. As fans of anime, we must be more open to understanding how we perceive anime. Although we may see the hidden treasures and reap from the tropes, we must see how others perceive anime. Still to this day, I could mention the names of Miyazaki, Toei, Sunrise, Tatsunoko, Kyoto Studio, Shotaro, Go Nagai, Anno, or other various studios and people, and I will still be met with geared-eyed collision gazes. Recently, I went to the theater to watch the 2016 movie The Silent Voice that was shown in my state. Here's what made it really monumental. The Silent Voice follows the life of Shoei Ishida and the people around him. It starts right in the midst of his middle school escapades. Like most children, he and his other friends are enjoying their adolescence. However, Shoko Nishimiya, a girl who is deaf, suddenly transfers into their school. This is basically a normal slice-of-life setup, but it's not. Things go gradually south when Ishida and his students begin to find Nishimiya as a burden to the classroom. This starts a spiral of bullying that ultimately leaves Ishida to blame. Ishida becomes the victim to the bullying he was once part of. Nishimiya eventually transfers out and Ishida is left truly alone, handling its consequences alone. Fast forward a couple years ahead, right before Ishida takes the plunge to kill himself, he attempts to atone for his past. This is where the film really begins, with all the baggage. A journey of redemption, friendship, and forgiveness can finally unfold. No good narrative can do without some sort of struggle. On screen, you can't help but sympathize and empathize with the characters as they go through their trauma and demons. What I enjoyed a lot from the film was the use of the friendship formula. Instead of the usual trope that friendship is the key or right of power, friendship is used as a narrative tool to flesh out the characters. Instead of a big, bad boss at the end of the film, we are treated with a deep understanding of the characters' friendship and voices. This is a very big drawing factor to the film's message about change. The Silent Voice goes out of its way to make you feel every bit of pain and suffering that the characters go through. The film depicts how hard it could be to make changes in life. There's hatred, selfishness, and other obstacles that hinder progress. Even when the characters think they may have changed, there was still a great distance they all had to overcome. It was really depressing to witness the characters address their problems objectively to each other on screen. Not to say that the characters don't go through change, but what's important is that the audience can be in the shoes of the characters. Change means nothing without understanding the full journey. Cowardice is met with courage, depression is met with hope, suicide is met with the will to live, and silence is met with language. As fans, we keep demanding for better tales and shows, but we must actually look at ourselves and the industry to understand what's really going on. Anime is a genre that is only growing. It's making strides to bring narratives and spectacles that are key to new successes. Yet the wheels of money grabbing and attention seeking meddling, anime has seen the likes of Dragon Ball Evolution, Ghost in the Shell, and Netflix's Death Note. As fans, we should seek other ways to improve the experiences we already know. We need to be appreciators, contributors, and friends to this growing community. Otherwise, anime itself will fall into obscurity and become just like other forms of media. There are stories, shows, and narratives worth experiencing in anime. A film such as The Silent Voice should be a reminder that there will be greater things to come for anime. Hey, thanks for watching through this first video on this channel. I'm really new to this, so remember to hit subscribe. Let's journey through this together.